אני מצטערת.
ועכשיו לא כל בריאות.
דפנה,
לא ממש בריאה.
דפנה, מה היו התסמינים?
תסמינים?
symptoms.
עכשיו,
לא, לפני.
חום גבוה, וכואב ראש, I don't know, sick, really sick. Again, throw it up.
Is it בחילה?
בחילה, throwing up.
בחילה.
בחילה. ח' י' ל' ה'. בחילה.
We don't want to know that word.
It's my favorite word.
It would be, Barry.
No,
why am I not surprised?
It's queasy. I need tamid markish bechila.
You're allowed to find another word to get closer.
Yeah. Mazeh.
You're allowed to get closer to another word.
Yeah.
Get another favorite word.
Oh, I see.
To find a similar word.
No, אני כל הזמן, אני זוכר את המילה בחילה.
אוקיי, טוב.
אני you can't even remember the word for forget. אני שוכח כל המילים חוץ בחילה. סליחה, זה סווייטיס.
זה מבחיל שאתה זוכר את המילה.
So let me interrupt you in this interesting conversation about bchilot with the usual introduction.
And from men, not from women, from men.
Okay, with the usual introduction and a bit less usual, I want to start with the usual, which is Alisa here from thehebrewhub.com, and this is Hebrew Practice Project, and it's supported by generous donations of our participants, to whom I always start with my thanks to our donators, and I want to start with it today as well. And the people that we are here having this free conversation, we are grateful to Inge, Michael, Yona, Tara, Frank, Gail, Linda, Vanessa, Alisa, Larry, Michael, Cheryl, Sarah, Natalie, Valerie, Diana, Rosemary, Orlando, Lisa, John, Odili, Doris, Anna, Sean, Ronit, Dirk, David, Shira, Julieta, Karina, Kara, and Brett, Barry, Alex, and Sarah G. Toda Rabba Lachem. We're here thanks to you. Okay, now yes, we are working on Friday person. In general, all the information about this project, if you haven't got it yet, you visit this site, thehebrewhub.com/practice. You drop your email here, and you receive an email with a bit wordy, I'm sorry, explanation about what it is and how it works. Okay, basically what we do, we meet here on Mondays, and on Mondays we split in 3 groups according to levels. You can try different level and see which suits you. We'll do it in a sec. But before that, and also we have other meetings on Thursday and Friday. Then we have only one group still. I mean, we are not splitting. There's only one level. Well, today we have 3 levels and 3 teachers, which is me, Ziv, and Nastya. And each teacher takes a different level, depends on the day. Then, this is important to know, I am recording, this project is recording, probably you came here because you saw the recording, so it's recorded and posted publicly for everyone to benefit. Then our teachers are giving private lessons. If you haven't heard it yet, you can contact them directly, don't need me for that. Oh, this I added this one because I'm getting many questions about that. This is like this project, it works, it's an excellent addition, it's an excellent practice opportunity, but it won't give you, organized teaching because the meetings are not really connected, we're not building upon each other. Okay. The school digest book clubs, I'm right now some courses are running, and book clubs registration is opened now for both book clubs, for intermediate book club and for advanced book club. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're welcome to contact me and ask me. Basically, we are reading something and then we have a lesson to discuss it. And then again, we are reading something through the week and then we have in Hebrew, of course, and then we meet to discuss it. And well, if you're subscribed, you will get an email from me tomorrow. I think tomorrow. And in a second, I'll show you how we split in different rooms. But I just want to say it while we are all together here, that and the cheerful introduction is done. I just wanted to say that last week we met in a different world, and this week we meet again, and it's just not the same. I don't have like clothing of the same color, but I just have a bag, so I'll stay with like yellow shirt and a blue bag because it is well, I'm absolutely sure you feel the same as I do, though I am physically now in Russia. My daughter right now is in Kharkov, Ukraine, which is this city on the border, which is bombed. And she's hiding, when there are sirens, she's hiding, she and her husband, in the bathroom under the blanket, like my dear kids. And it's I don't have words, I'm sure like no one has words. I just, as non-political person as I am, and you know that, there are, I don't know if there are people here who hate talking about politics as much as I do. This is not a political event at all, but I can't just say nothing. I just can't pass it in silence. My daughter is right now right there, and yeah, just had to mention it.
I'm thinking of it, Alisa.
Thank you.
I know that.
I know.
It's I'm very sorry for it. Very. I see the news all day, and it's just horrible.
Who would have thought? It's just an incredible thing to happen in 21st century. But we can be, good-natured and kind-hearted as we are, but that's not always how the world goes. So I understand that. Okay, just had to say.
And just when we think it can't get worse, it gets worse.
Yeah, even worse than worse. Yes, even beyond what we could imagine. Like, let's just try.
Our hearts are with you.
Hope for the best. I'm sure.
And everybody.
The best thing is, and I'm sure I have your community. I know personally so many people, like everyone practically, whom I know are normal, sane, reasonable people. By the way, I am in Russia now, and Russians they just don't know what to think. They are so afraid that they will be hated from now on, like in the world. That's what I hear from Russia.
Can I ask a quick question, Alisa? I'm just curious if you can answer this. Do they? Are you being told? Are you being told the truth in the news?
In Russia,
or
I am disconnected.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the news. I do not work here. This is how I work. I live in some digital bubble. I'm not really here. I'm physically,
I understand. But I'm wondering, the people of Russia, are they being told honestly what's going
Not
on, or do they
media,
feel like
not on
Russia's
TV,
being?
absolutely not on TV.
Are they
unless
be-
TV is hacked, and it was hacked. And but there are protests, and there are friends of friends, and there are Telegram channels, and those who want to know, they know. But like about 3,000 people got arrested. I mean, protesting people. It's not a democracy here. If just in case you were not, you didn't know that, it's not people's decision.
No, yeah,
So,
right.
Yes.
And poor those who are soldiers, you have to pity them as well, and their parents. Their parents, the poor parents of those baby soldiers who were sent somewhere, they didn't know where they're going. If it's true, half lie, I have no idea. But all the situation is regrettable because one madman decided to conquer the world again. What? Well, I'm sure you share the sentiment. Okay, let's get started.
Let's get started.
Had to say that. Okay, so let's go and open the main document. I'll share the screen in a second. Hebrew practice project. Trust me, I used to teach at the worst times in my life. So I was like teaching and I said nothing ever. But I think this is the universally relatable thing that it's just can't be passed in silence. Okay, so here we go. Here we are looking at, and especially new students who are here for the first time, listen now, listen up. This is the document which has the links. No, sorry, not yet updated. I'm not very concentrated today. Sorry, don't look at it. What's going on here? Just want to move it, and I'll update it right now. It's not 14th, it's 28th, and this document, I will drop the link to this document to the chat, and I need everyone's chat, and sorry, here we go. It's also internet is not very good. So in this main room, it's me with beginners. So if you're a beginner, stay here, go nowhere. Now, Nastya, you are with the advanced, right? Nastya, Nastya has a special room with she will be with the advanced learners today, and Ziv is with the intermediate. Where are the links? Dropping them in the chat. Here is the link to the main document. I do invite you to click and keep it opened on your computer just in case Zoom closes suddenly and you want to be back to your room and not to the main room, then you have the link right away. This is the main. Click now, open it, and keep it opened while the session is on. It can be handy. In any case, beginners, stay here. Intermediate. Intermediate. You go to Ziv's room, but don't go yet. Let's wait until I finish the explanation, and first let the teachers a second to go enter their room, and then you and Nastya will take the advanced group. Advanced. Nastya, the password for all the groups is Hebrew with capital H. And pretty much all the links are in, and the explanations given. Any questions before we split into groups? Any questions? Everything clear? No questions? Then I think we are good to go. Reminding you guys, are always welcome coming back to the main room and telling how it went, and Then we start it's just, I think it's cool to start together, to finish together. But if you're caught up in a conversation and want to continue, it's fine, of course, as well. I understand. We'll wait a little bit here in the main room, and then if you are not here and we have nothing to talk about, we leave. Okay? Okay, ready, steady, go. Yalla, בהצלחה.
Nice lesson.
Okay. אוקיי, מתחילים שלי פה. למתחילים שלי, my dear beginners, היום יש לי משהו קצת פחות פשוט. I have something like less than simple today. I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay, less than simple, but as far as I know you guys, you'll be fine. Yeah, familiar faces here. And usually I don't start with grammar explanation, but today I do want Joshua. It's beginners. It's beginners. Okay, but no, it will be. Oh no, not wrong. It will be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be fine. Right now, today, as I say, it will be not a very easy beginners.
I don't feel very advanced.
So
thank you.
I need to give introduction about something about verbs in the future tense. I'm sure this explanation is useful in any case, and also because what I want to do next, you will have many verbs in this form. So I just want to give a real quick jump into future forms of verbs, and not just future forms, but future forms for, these are the verbs we are going to practice with, future forms for at, ata, and atem. For at, ata, and atem. If you want to say something like you will, and let's take a verb from here. Can you hear me? It's right now it's kind of complaining that you can. Okay, let's take the verb to sing. How do we say to sing? To sing? לשיר. Now, if you want to say to a boy, you will sing, how will you say that?
Tashir.
Tashir. Yeah, excellent. So, yeah, you're not very zero beginner. So, ata tashir, you will sing. Here I added the ata. I don't have to actually, but it depends. And if you say the same thing to a girl, tashiri. At tashiri. Pronounce it tashiri. You have this e at the end. And you in future, atem. Tashiru. That's how it sounds. Now, if I add the at tashiri, ata tashir, or if I don't have, in any case, so it will mean you will sing all of this, but it also means something else. Do you know what it means? Like, it means something about singing, but not you will sing, but
sing right now,
yes.
Like an order?
Yes, order, imperative. Yes, exactly. So future form and the imperative form are the same form. Native speakers don't even make this distinction often. It often means it's like the same. You will sing. It means like that's how you order someone to sing. But did you know that this form, I'll ask you, is this the only imperative form? Well, by the nature of the question, you kind of guess that.
There is an official imperative as well.
Official, can you find more words to describe it when it's used? Why?
Grammatical.
Grammatical, formal. Formal is a good one. So we also have a formal one. And this formal, it also, let me just copy and paste it in this form. Absolutely. Usually, I can't think of a case when I will use a personal pronoun here. This form is created by, I take this away. I take the to away. You see what I'm doing? I'm erasing all tufts. And we have, for a girl, let's read together.
Chérie.
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 Shir. For
Shir.
plural, shiru.
Shiro.
Yeah. And this is, yes, more formal. And it's also an older, it's older way. So in practice, when you use it, it is more formal and it has more impact. Because in Hebrew, just think about that. In Hebrew, how do you say in Hebrew, could you sing? Is there any difference between could you sing or
Not
will
sure.
you sing? There is not. There is no difference. I mean, yeah. So could you and will you in Hebrew is the same. So it makes this form milder. When English speakers sometimes perceive Hebrew speakers who speak English, it's straightforward, very straightforward. It's also because will you do something in Hebrew means also would you. We don't have a politer form, but we do have a stronger form. We have to remember that. Yeah, so that's why we don't have would you, because we use the future for would you. We have another form though. For this is not only formal, but also it's more impactful. Yeah, it's more of a demand, and this is more of a could you. You can think about it this way. But it's a bit, you know. So, תשאירי, שירי. מה זה?
Which should I use with my kalpa? With a dog? Which
with a dog.
You use with a dog?
This. With a dog, you would use the strong imperative. Especially if it's a trained dog, you say shev. Yeah? Shev. Sit. Of course, this one. To a human, if you want, could you sit? It's more like could you. Tishev. Or make it softer. Tishev bevakasha. Sit, please. Sit down, please. That's the politeness we have in Hebrew. And yes, with a dog, you use this imperative. It wouldn't make sense to say to a dog, tishev. Like, I mean, it's too soft. Really too soft. It's weird. Okay, so we have more verbs. And as imperative, as imperative, that's why only these, we are talking about these forms only, because imperative you can say to people. Like, you can, yes? It's you, if you have, you must have a person in front of you to say do something. It is he or she or a group of people. That's it. 3 forms for imperative. So, looking at more verbs. So with the lashir, we have them all. Let's look at, can we find, let's read them and find similar ones and put them in one group. It will make it easier for us. Something, lashir is one, we don't have more like lashir. We can think of another one like lashir.
Lasim.
Lasim, yeah, let's take this one. Lasim, then go ahead and tell us with the at, ata, and atem.
Sim, simi, simu.
Sim, simi, simu, and in a soft form.
Tasim, tasimi, tasimu.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. But that is a weird one. We'll come back to it. Okay, leha. We have leha chzir. What's that?
Return.
Return. Return. Can you give me a sentence?
Leachzir.
Lehachzir.
אני חוזר את הספר לספרייה.
But here, I need to fix the form. In present, leha, chzir. In present, it will be machzir. Machzir et ha-sefer לספרייה. And the form you used, אני חוזר, you could say אני חוזר לספרייה.
Lasifria.
What's the difference?
I'm returning to the library.
Yeah. And then here, what's the difference between I'm returning to the library and אני מחזיר את הספר לספרייה?
I don't particularly know.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
One is that you're returning yourself, and one is that you're returning something else. So in the first case, it's the book. It's something that you're doing the returning to, and in the other case, it's you're taking yourself. That's the difference.
Good. יפה. I really encourage you to give the explanations. You do it so much better than I do. This is excellent. אני מחזיר את הספר. להחזיר, you could only use this form for להחזיר something. And the forms of להחזיר is מחזיר, מחזירה. להחזיר, מחזיר, מחזירה. The other form from the same root is לחזור, חוזר, חוזרת. These are two forms. להחזיר, מחזיר, מחזירה, and the other is לחזור. חוזר, חוזרת. I write the infinitive and the present because usually it's enough to get a feeling and to see where a verb belongs. The combination of infinitive and present tense are quite enough to ground your perception of to which pack of verbs, which group of verbs it belongs. Now, let's take these two and find in this list, let me make another shape here, wait, and say find verbs that belong to the same group as להחזיר, and the other group would be לחזור. Here we will have two groups here, and let us see. No. Okay. Look at the next verb and see, is it more similar to the pattern of להחזיר or more similar to the pattern of לחזור? This is ללחוש. We're looking
Lachzor.
לחזור. Yep. So ללחוש goes to the stack of לחזור. What does it mean, ללחוש? Anyone knows? ללחוש? ללחוש is? Whisper, right. Whisper. And ללחוש is like לחזור. And להביט.
Whispers, WHISP.
Why is so is ללחוש is לחזור? Why is it so? ללחוש לחזור?
In a sec, let's take another verb and then I'll show it again. להביט, where does it belong? To the right or left?
להחזיר, to the right.
Like להחזיר, and I'll show in a second why. Leha, yes.
I don't understand what I'm doing now.
One second.
I don't either. I'm a little lost.
Wait, because I didn't explain yet. I'm just trying.
I had a problem with Immersive. I didn't hear it.
I didn't explain yet.
Okay. No. I had problems with computer. I was out.
Obviously, me too right now.
Sorry.
I'm trying to paste it. Okay, let's do it the difficult way. Okay, then let me just 1 second. Give me a second. I'll make 2 columns and then להחזיר, להביט, מביט, מביטה, להחזיר, then just hanging with me. להחזיר, in present, what's that? Can you tell me?
מחזיר.
מחזיר, מחזירה. Okay, this will be one group and this will be Zor in present. Cho. Help me out there. Jose.
Choser.
Choser. And she form.
Xeret.
Chozeret. And lilchosh in present.
Laksha.
Lilchosh. Take the one word belongs to the infinitive. Take it away. Okay.
Lochesh.
And she is whispering.
Locheshet.
Locheshet. Right. And so.
מה זה? לוחש.
What does it mean?
Yeah,
It
כן.
means whisper. Whisper. He whispers. So why am I putting them into groups? Because if we look closely, the first lamed is all of them here. I start with lamed because it's an
Infinitive.
It's like to drink, to go, to do something. That's the two. And in Hebrew it also starts with the two. It also starts with the two. Now, but afterwards what happens? Then there are the root letters. And there are some letters. The root letters are not the same. For different verbs, we have different root letters. But there is the pattern, the structure. Like the L in the beginning, like for verbs, to go, to drink, to see, to is the same. Because it's like structural element to show that this is the infinitive. This is verb in this infinitive form. Now, in Hebrew, there are more signs of a certain verb. Not more, it goes beyond form, it goes to verb, form and type of this form, this group of verbs. Binyanim, you've probably heard this, right? So, for this one, we see the three root letters are the letters which are not, they are not, do not repeat. Here and here they do not repeat, but one letter repeats itself, this O letter, this O. Lachzor, and then we have lilchosh, and I can give you many more examples like lilmod, lachshov. You will hear the O. It's repeating, and it is a sign that we have a group here. And here, what do you see? What is repeating?
Leha.
Leha. It's also this way. That's how infinitive works in this group. And another one. Another letter? E. E is a sign of it's a sign that verbs that sound like that will fall into the same pattern. Verbs that have this will behave in the same pattern. And a proof is these two in present. Lachzor, chozer, chozeret, ends with et. Lochesh, locheshet, ends with et. And if I take more, lomed, lilmod, it will be lomed, lomedet, lachshov, in present.
לחשבת.
חושבת. לבדוק. לבדוק, goes away, לבדוק.
בודקת.
Here we have the same pattern. Again, you will learn to identify and you will learn to conjugate little by little, but it's important to be aware that it exists, that we have patterns. It's like for those for whom English is not their mother tongue, you know that native speakers probably don't, but those who have learned English way back, maybe in school, they remember that irregular English verbs in the past, yes, they fall into groups, and that's how we learned to kind of remember it. Like bring, brought, buy, bought, bought. Do you hear the same music? Right? And the same cut, put. It was another group. So we were learning to group verbs by group. And once we learned to bring, brought, then we could guess that buy, bought. Especially when we know the bought for one. But we need some hooks, and this melody, this music, this song of the verb, this is our hook to work with similar ones. So that's why I call them groups. And as we said, here we have, okay, so I did the proof of this group, the proof of the second. Lehachzir, machzir, machzira. It ends with a hey here. Yeah, this was et, and this was lehachzir, machzir, machzira, and starts with mem. You see the trick? And so they all will start with a mem, and the feminine form will always end with an a. So lehabit, mebit, mebita. Can you find here on the left one verb that is similar to this group? Here we have a
Ladik, lagid.
Lehagid. Oh, okay. Lehagid, but lehagid. Okay, let's talk about lehagid. Lehagid is a weird one. You picked a weird one. It definitely belongs to this group. Absolutely. But it has no present tense. It's an exception. Okay? But yes, it definitely belongs, but no present tense. So, yeah, you fell. And do you see more here? Lehaniach. Lehaniach. If we take lehaniach, this one will behave, I promise. Lehaniach. Let's guess. Leachzir, machzir, machzira. Lehabit, mebit, mebita. Lehaniach.
Maniach.
Maniach.
Menicha.
Yep. Lehaniach, meniach, menicha. They will all behave in the same way. And here we have two rare ones, which you can guess it belongs to this group because the infinitive starts with leha. It's quite a clear sign. You don't really have to lehabia. I think I meant this one. I don't know. I'll check it in the לא, זה נכון. להביא. זה נכון, זה מה שהתכוון. להביא, and then present.
מגיע.
מביא, it's aleph is silent here. מביא, and she for מביאה. It's a normal one, sorry. להביא means
Understand?
You don't read the no. Means to bring.
To bring.
To bring. It's a good one actually. Bring. And in a second I'll stop torturing you and we will read something. See something. Leharia, this is a rare one. Leharia is he. Say hooray. Yeah, really like that. Say hooray. Leharia. To cheer. To cheer. Leharia in present would be
Maria. Marie and Maria.
Maria and Maria. Maria and Maria. That's to cheer.
Yeah, thank you.
And this one, well, this one we can. This one is quite rare with the asterisks. It's more rare.
That's Maria or Marie.
It's with the asterisk. You don't have to learn. It's to cheer, to say hooray. To cheer, to say hooray. Not to cheer up, but to say hooray. And lasset. Well, lasset is to carry, to bring, but well, no. Let's leave it. Let's leave it there. It's not a very common one. Okay. And then we have also the weird one, lasset. Whatever. So with these two groups, the imperative for this group is very simple. Lehagid, at.
Tagid.
Tagidi, plural. Tagidu, absolutely. Lehachzir.
תחזירו.
תחזירי, תחזירו. להביט.
תביט.
Excellent. תביט, תביטי, תביטו. להניח.
תניח, תניחי, תניח,
תניחו.
תניח, תניחי, תניחו. תניח, תניחי, תניחו. Let's to place. Lehavi.
תביא, תביאי, תביאו.
How?
Tavi'u. So you hear the same music in all of them. Listen to this. Tagid, tagidi, tagidu. Tahzir, tahziri, tahziru. Tabit, tabiti, tabitu. Taniach, tanichi, tanichu. Tavi, tavi'i, taviu. Do you hear this?
It's very difficult.
Alisa, would you be able to write it for me if you don't mind? At least just one verb. If you can write the three forms.
Yeah, I'll
in the plural
and post it in the in WhatsApp later. Okay, because writing takes time. Here,
okay.
I will.
Okay,
good. So enough of it, because it's this why? Because I have a song for you, and this song has all these verbs which you already know, more or less, and most of them are used in this imperative form. So I couldn't go without explanation. And the song is this. Several minutes, just enjoy.
Alisa, not Tavit.
מה זה?
Tavit or Lehavit.
Lehabit.
What is the word?
Oh, sorry, not this one. Lehabit. I forgot this one. I didn't.
What does it mean? What's the definition of it?
Lehabit.
Again.
I think it should have been here. I don't know. Maybe I deleted it. Lehabit, to look. Mebit, mebita.
It's there.
Ah, right. Because I remember that it was in this song. That's to look. Lehaniach, to put, like to place gently. Lehavi, to bring. Leharia is like to cheer. And I'll write the forms later. Leachzir is to return something.
Where do you find this word?
Right now, from this song. Let's listen to the song, and I'll open the words for you. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear music?
Yes.
הדור מבעד לפרחים.
אל תביטו לאחור, הניחו לאופקים. שאו עיניים בתקווה, לא דרך טבחנות. שירו שיר לאהבה ולא למלחמות.
I'll pause here. They will keep going the refrain again and again and again. In the beginning, I know it was difficult. We will go for the middle part, which is less difficult, but you can get the overall meaning of the song, right? What is the song about?
אליסה, יש לי המילים השיר הזה עם נקודות?
אין לי, אני יכולה לחפש. עם ניקוד אני יכולה לחפש. I can search for it. כרגע אין לי. Right now I don't have, but I can search for it. מה הנושא? What's the topic?
שלום, שיר...
כן, כן.
About freedom.
שלום, כן. It's about peace. Yeah. שיר השלום.
Peace.
It's the peace song. It's a very, very famous song.
Very popular.
Yeah. Have you... who heard it so far?
I did.
גם אני.
יופי, יופי. אז עכשיו אנחנו יכולים להבין הרבה מילים. Now we can understand many words, and you see, here are the imperatives. I was trying to highlight the imperatives for you. All those we talked about and dealt with. This, first, I'll just tell you, this was about the people who are gone and who we will not, whom no prayer, no song will return. And we will not translate this couplet. It has many difficult words. This, though, we can. So, I need a volunteer to read this. Joshua, go ahead.
Tenu l'shemesh l'chdor. Be'ad לפרחים.
מצוין, מצוין. תנו לשמש לחדור מבעד לפרחים. תנו. What's that?
Not לתת, but for atem. So
here's our imperative form for לתת. לתת. I didn't show you לתת because it was a little bit irregular, but you could see the u at the end. You guess it's for atem, imperative, plural. תנו. Give. תנו, give whom? תנו לשמש.
The sun.
the sun.
Sun. לחדור is to penetrate, to come across, to come through. Let the sun go through, or penetrate the word. מבעד, it is the word here that means through, like דרך, also a way to say through. מבעד לפרחים.
Flowers.
So the sun goes through the flowers, penetrates the flower bundle or something. Let the sun go through the flowers, penetrate the flowers. אל תביטו לאחור. Let's look at this תביטו.
Not look to, I don't know what.
אחור.
Do not look to the wall. Do not look behind you.
Behind. Good. Yeah. That's the danger of having a wall. I mean back. אחורה, backwards. לאחור. Yes.
לאחור is behind? No.
It's direction.
Direction.
Behind you.
לאחור.
So let me have a glossary here. So לחדור is to penetrate. We said. To penetrate, and maybe you don't need it. לאחור, backwards. That would be the correct translation. לאחור, backwards. And this way. To be interested, I haven't mentioned it with our imperative that we said so far. That we've been talking about. We were talking about the yes imperative, do something. When we say don't do, the don't in Hebrew, in imperative form, it's like lo, but the letters are turned around. Al. It happens only with the imperative. Don't is al. Aleph lamed. Al tabitu le'achor. Al tabitu le'achor. Don't look backwards. הניחו להולכים. What's that? הניחו. It's one of our verbs here.
To put to walking.
To put also can mean to let. Lehaniach. To put also can mean to let. Hanichu lo. Let him. Now, what is this form? Hanichu. Now, here we had examples here of imperative, of the soft imperative with the tafs. And the not soft imperative, in the classic formal imperative without the tafs. So, lehagid, tagid. Lehaniach, taniach. But, that's in the soft form. In the strong form, it would be haniach. This is what we see here. Because it's a song and because it's stronger. It wants to be more impactful. That's why this strong imperative form, hanichu. But you can guess that it's imperative because there is an u at the end. Yeah, you know it's plural, imperative or future. Hanichu laholchim. So al tabitu leachor, hanichu laholchim. Let's translate this together. If I read and you give me the meaning. תנו לשמש לחדור מבעד לפרחים.
Let the sun come through the flowers.
Lass die Sonne durch die Blumen.
Ja. יפה. אל תביטו לאחור.
Don't look back.
Don't look backwards. הניחו להולכים.
Let's keep walking.
Let the walkers. Let הולכים. הולכים here is a noun. Our Hebrew verbs have this possibility to function as pronouns, like the walkers. Let the walkers. Let them. Let those who went go. That's the meaning. הניחו להולכים. It's a bit vague, but it may be about victims. It may be. It's not 100%. הניחו להולכים. Maybe just let the bypassers go by. אל תביטו לאחור. Don't look back. הניחו להולכים. Let the goers go. And here it's this is an old verb lasset. Lasset is to carry, to raise,
right.
To raise. So s'u einaim. What's that? S'u einaim.
Raise your eyes.
Raise your eyes.
בתקווה.
In hope.
In hope.
Hope.
לא דרך כוונות. I'll tell you what כוונת. It's a plural form of כוונת. Maybe you know the word kavana.
Kavana, yes, to have the feeling inside of you.
Kavana, also, but the more down to earth translation is kavana is direction and intention. It's also
intention. Okay.
Intention comes from the word kivun, also direction. The noun direction, kivun. Kivun. And now,
it's a way.
What do you say?
Derech, it's a way.
Way, yeah, way or through, depending on the context. Kivun, direction. Kavenet. So kivun is direction. Kavenet, unfortunately, is a very sad word. Kavenet is the thing on a rifle you look through. Yeah, when you get your target, that's kavenet. What's that?
It's a target.
I don't know. Let me look at the picture.
Scope. I think it's called a scope.
This.
Yeah.
It's called a scope.
So,
my audio is interrupted, so I'll edit later. Can't hear. If you can write in the chat.
So choose hope and not the guns. Choose hope and not violence. Is that what that's trying to say then?
Yeah, that's just the general meaning. Yes, raise your eyes in hope. Lo derech kavanot, not through these things which I didn't hear.
The scope.
Scope.
Okay. This target.
Mm-hmm. So then look up. Don't look through this. Look up in hope. שירו, שיר לאהבה.
Sing about love.
Sing a song about
About
love.
a song to love. Yeah, song to love.
To love.
Sing
To
a
love.
song to love. שירו, שיר. Sing a song to love. לאהבה. ולא, someone can finish reading it? It's easy. This is easy.
ולא למלחמות אל תגידו יום יבוא. יבוא?
אל תגידו. שירו שיר לאהבה. There is no break here. שירו שיר לאהבה ולא למלחמות. Sing a song to love and not to war. אל תגידו. What's אל תגידו?
Don't say
יום יבוא.
the day has
The day will come.
The day will come. This I didn't explain. It's the future for the he, for day. אל תגידו יום יבוא. Don't say the day will come. הביאו את היום. What's הביאו?
Bring the day.
Bring the day. Yeah. We had this here. It's this verb lehavi, to bring. And the imperative, which is imperative? The normal or the strong imperative?
Stronger.
The strong one. The strong one. And here it because they want to use the strong one. Yes. If you ask your friends to bring you something, to bring me a book, bring me salt, you would use, how do you say to your friend, pass me the salt, bring me the salt?
תגיד לי
The bring.
תביא לי מלך.
מלך, יפה. תביא לי מלך. That's exactly how we say it. תביא לי מלך. Give me salt. We just don't say bring me salt here. תביא לי מלך. You hear this?
It's soft to strange.
Yes.
It's soft to strange. I don't understand when it's soft, when it's strange.
This is the thing. This is why when Israelis speak, they sound rude because they have soft form, a strong form for imperative. When they say tavi melach, bring salt, they mean the soft form. They're not saying
Being forward is not rude. Being direct is not rude.
yeah, good point.
And not soft.
And not soft is haviu. This is the strong form. Okay, tavi is the soft form. The future form is the soft form. You will bring me salt is bring me salt. Actually, yeah, that's the soft form. And this is the.
So don't wait for the future. Make it happen.
Yep.
I don't understand it.
Haviu et hayom. Bring the day. But
Make it happen.
Keep reading. This is rather simple. Who wants to read? Who's ready?
Kilo halom.
Kilo.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I already read twice, so I think
Okay, right.
it's okay for someone else.
Kilo halom. Hu umhol. Ha hik root.
It's okay.
Hari.
יופי.
Shalom.
יופי, כל הכבוד. I know that kikarot is a new word. Kikar, it's a funny word. Kikar means two things. Someone else?
I think it's square.
Yes, it is square, and it also has something to do with food. You know what? Something round as a square. So basic food, round as a square. Loaf of
cheese.
Bread. Yeah, it could be kikar, but kikar gvina. Usually it's kikar lechem. Kikar lechem, a loaf of something, usually bread. Yeah, so kikarot. Interesting, the plural, feminine, though it's kikar. Sounds like masculine. It is masculine, but the plural is feminine. I mean, the plural form looks like feminine. The word is masculine, kikar. No, wait. Don't trust me. Kikar gdola. It's a feminine one. Okay, it's one of those most usually masculine feminine are usually regular, but there is like little percentage of words which are confused ones. This is one of those. כיכרות. כיכר גדולה. It's feminine, but כיכר, and the plural is כיכרות. So, כי לא חלום הוא, because it's not a dream, ובכל הכיכרות, and it all squares, as you said it correctly, הריעו רק שלום. Here we need this word הריעו, which I said it's a rare one. When I said it's cheer. Cheer, not to cheer someone, to say hooray. הריעו רק שלום. And the refrain, it repeats many, many times.
What was hariu? What does it mean?
To say hooray. To say hooray. Shalom. Here it's scream, like cheering up. Like, yeah. Hey, like this. Someone who haven't read yet, who wants to read the rest?
Shiru shir l'shalom al Tachoshin. It's hard to read it when I have the melody in my head. Tefillah mitoch ha'asru shir l'shalom b'tza'ak gadola.
בצעקה גדולה. יפה, כל הכבוד. So, לכן. לכן, by the way, what does it mean לכן?
Lachen. Oh, them?
That is what.
So therefore,
that is why. Yes, this is why I asked, because it may look like it looks exactly as to them, and lachen to them, to girls, but also lachen is as a separate word, means therefore or that's why. I hear often my students say ze lama, this is why, but it's not often heard by native speakers. It's rather a mistake. This is what you say for saying that's why. Lachen. In common everyday explanations. Blah, blah, blah. Lachen, blah, blah, blah. This is lachen. Therefore, that's why. Rak, only.
Only.
Shir l'shalom.
Only sing a song for peace.
Yeah. Al tilcheshu tefillah.
Don't whisper prayer.
Yeah, whisper.
Don't whisper prayer.
Whisper. Lochesh, locheshet. Al tilcheshu. Don't whisper a prayer. Mutav, it's a rather old word, means yoter tov. It comes from tov, mutav. Yoter tov. What's yoter tov? Tashiru shir l'shalom.
Better to peace.
Better sing to peace. B'tz'aka gdola. What is tz'aka?
Scream.
Scream. B'tz'aka gdola. Like in a big scream, in a loud voice.
Yeah. A big one, so loudly.
Yeah, loudly. So now we can turn on the refrain again. And now when you know these words, we can sing this together. ביחד. זה 1, 2, לא, זה איפה השיר שלנו. זה לא מה שאני רוצה לראות, אני רוצה לראות את השיר. ו...
שיר השלום, אדיר לך תפילה, כולם נשירו, שיר השלום, מצעד הגדולה.
וזהו, וככה סיימנו את השיעור. I hope it was not too much grammar in the beginning, but it was a really, with this song, a good point to talk about the imperatives. I hope I could make it a little bit more understandable for you. And, well...
You picked a great song, because I've learned to sing this song, so it was a good song to work on.
באמת, איזה יופי, מצוין, מעולה. אז את ידעת, רגע, לודמילה, גם את שמעת, נכון? So you all knew this song. It's an incredible song. כן. שיר ממש טוב. ההתחלה קצת קשה, אבל אתם אמיצים. The beginning is brave, so the beginning is difficult, but you're brave. You didn't run away at the beginning. The middle is quite manageable, and a good song to practice imperatives, and good song, to sing now. In any case. כן.
Singing every time, not only now, every day.
נכון, לגמרי, זה שיר ישן, it's an old song.
Right.
So, זה תמיד אקטואלי, כמובן, תמיד אקטואלי, היום יותר מתמיד. טוב, אני רואה שהקבוצות האחרות, I see the other, Kara is sending something for us? Wait.
Yes.
קרה, מצאת משהו עם ניקוד? קרה, did you find something with the vocals? Let me see.
No.
איזה יופי, תראו מה קרה מצאה, look what Kara found for us. I'll share the screen. I have a very slow computer today for some reason. Sharing. הנה, here, קרה מצאה את זה, עמוד עם...
Right.
עם המילים באנגלית, יראו איזה יופי. ועם transcription יופי, מעולה, תודה רבה. אני ממש, חבל שהקבוצה השנייה עוד לא חזרה. It's a pity the second and the third they didn't come yet, because I have a feeling that this song is so famous, maybe they did the same. I don't know. Ziv could have. I didn't discuss it with him, but he could have taken. Maybe they are doing the same song now. I don't know. Well, I will post this song. I'll add the forms of I'll add another screen with forms for the verbs and post it as well on WhatsApp. תודה. And yeah. And this one, okay. And וזהו, אני חושבת שזהו זה להיום. I think this is it for today, unless you have any more questions. No? Okay. So, תודה שבאתם, next Monday, I'll see, maybe, I'm not, maybe I will be on my way to Israel next Monday. But I am not 100% sure, because no one can be sure about anything these days. But I do have a ticket, whatever it means. We will see. If I'm not here, then I'm flying. So something like that. Okay, אז נהיה בקשר.
If you're not here, with the other two still have a session, or does that mean that the session is canceled?
Absolutely, yes. That's the good thing about Mondays. Yes. So first we have 3 groups, and that if someone cannot come, then the session is not cancelled. So this is it. Officially. תודה רבה לכולם, ונתראה בשבוע הבא או בעוד שבועיים נראה. יאללה, להתראות.
להתראות. Всего хорошего, Алиса. Спасибо большое. Удачи вам, вашим близким.